Hey guys, Grumpy here with a new 0.96 star sector video. So this is going to be the start of a new Let's Play. This is going to be a very casual Let's Play, nothing too strenuous. What I want to do in this Let's Play is play the honest man. So I'm going to travel with my transponder on at all times. We are going to be a merchant convoy. We are going to refrain from fighting in hyperspace. We're going to refrain from trading with pirates, pathers, and see if we can earn enough credits so that we can start our own colony and retire a very wealthy man. Well, with that said, I think this is still going to provide us not enough opportunity to get into combat, like when we have to fight off pirates or pathers. When we establish a colony, then we'll draw the ire of the core worlds. So we'll have some engagements then. And then also, we can still go on bounty missions. That's fine. That's still sanctioned by the core worlds. So there will still be plenty of opportunity to see all the new content, the new ships, new builds, new weapons, things like that. So let's go ahead and begin. Let's go ahead and generate a name. Esther Europa. Let's film that. Ocean Hargest. Kim Tran. Europa Phobos. I like Europa. No last name. We don't need a last name. It's the future. So we're gonna play as Europa. Mixed sector age, small as always. Continue. We're going to start with an explorer fleet and play on normal difficulty. And skip. First things first, we're going to grab navigation. Actually, because we're... I'm wondering if because we're playing as merchants, if we should take bulk transport. Either that or salvaging. We'll take navigation. Just being able to travel through hyperspace faster and being able to jump in and out of systems is going to be a lot better. So, with this Let's Play, we're going to go over like fleet composition, how to build effective fleets, how you should what ships you should be using for like what tasks, things like that. So there will still be learning opportunities even in this casual kind of Let's Play. So let's go ahead and fix our buttons down here. It has been a while, so bear with me. Sustained burn, go dark. Savage, transverse jump, sense of burst. I think this is right. Something like that. So we are going to want our transponder on at all times. So we're going to make sure. We're make sure we're not deactivating that. And let's begin. So we're gonna want to make sure that we're trading. We're going to the bars. We're looking for those opportunities to get ships for cheap. Because a lot of the nicer ships we're not gonna be able to get because we won't like take a commission. We won't have a commission and we can't buy off the black market. So things like capital ships, cruisers are gonna be very difficult to come by. Then also, not being able to trade on the black market means some of the nicer weapons we're not going to have access to. We're going to be like faction locked. So, really, it's just going to be like kind of light ballistics and for like hedge, light energy weapons for Tritachyon, missiles for Syndria, things like that. and fighters for the Perseans. So let's go ahead and peek over here at colony info. So this is how I like to figure out what to trade. So we go over to colony info, and on the right side you can see all of the goods produced and consumed by this world. We see that the most excess, so you don't really care about the quantity, you care about the excess. The most excess produced resource on Jengala is organics, and they make 3 in excess. And then what we want to do here is go over to consumers and see who has the most demand. Again, it's not really total quantity, it's how much demand, how much shortage there is. So Eldfeld has a shortage of 2. So that means we can purchase the organics cheap here on Jengala, head over to Eldfeld and sell it for the highest amount of profit. And you can do that for anything. So like Marines, for example, everyone produces 1 excess, right? And as far as consumers go, then Syndria has a deficit of 2. Pathers, which we're not trading with, have a deficit of 3, and Tritakia has a deficit of 2. So we could consider purchasing Marines here. They're quite expensive. I believe they're about like 300 or something like that per. Maybe less than that. Maybe it's 100. But then we can go ahead and sell them to, let's say, like Volturn here for like 300. So let's see how much Marines are. They're 128 here. I mean, that might be a first good flip. Also to give us a reason to head over to the Syndrian Worlds. So let's go ahead and sell off some crew. We'll keep some, because we are going to want to purchase more ships in the future. And we'll buy some Marines. Buy about 100. And then also we'll buy some organics. And we can trade that to Eldfeld. While we're here, let's see if we can make any upgrades to our ships. This is our starting fleet, by the way. Apogee, Condor, Wayfarer, and Shepherd. First things first is we're going to want to restructure the ship so that we get auxiliary fuel tanks and expanded cargo holds. We don't really care so much about the ship's capabilities. We're going to go ahead and yoink that. We want to make sure that we're on legal and not illegal for the purpose of this Let's Play. We'll just replace it with something cheap. That'll work. We'll keep the Salamander here. Any good fighters? Could get broadswords, but those are quite expensive. We can maybe afford 1. Maybe, but let's just think about that for a second. And then same thing with this Shepherd. We're gonna want to go ahead and get auxiliary fuel tanks as well as expanded cargo holds. And it's gonna be the Vulcan cannon back. Missile autoloader. Combat-related autoloader that provides a limited number of reloads out of a shared reload capacity to missile weapons installed in small missile mount. Not quite sure what this means. We'll have to look at the dram in combat if. Well, I mean, well. Never mind. Hopefully, we never get into that combat. But we'll have to look at it and see like what that actually does. Alright, so we are gonna want same thing, expanded cargo holds as well as fuel tanks. So the reason we put expanded cargo holds and fuel tanks on all of our ships is because we want to maximize the amount of fuel and resources that we can carry. And it seems like that's about it. That's all they offer. Oh, this is a rough ship. We're going to want to upgrade this as soon as possible. We can swap out the tactical laser for the ion cannon. And we can give you the tactical. All right. Or not. I guess that's fine. I don't know. Our Wayfarer, it'll do all right. Okay. This is why you check the bar first, or you make sure you check the bar. So we can buy Marines here for even cheaper than we could from the market. And we don't pay a tax on this. So we're definitely going to buy these Marines. Let's see what else they have. This is a pirate, so we're not going to want to trade with them. Or we're not going to want to do business with the pirates. And what do you have? You have a D-modded Eagle for 37,000? Alright. We're going to go sell the Marines off in Volturn. Come back and immediately buy this Eagle. That is huge. Alright, hopefully you're still there. I think it resets when the month ticks over, but hopefully we can make it there and back. We could. No. No. Go ahead and sell that. Alright, so let's head off and then come back and purchase that. Because, ooh boy, that'd be massive. So we're heading over to Asconia. Specifically to Volturn. Oh. There are pirates, so we do have to be careful. Now, we could turn our transponder off while we're in hyperspace, but we're just going to keep it on. It's easier that way. And let's head over to Volturn. And so, like we were saying, the Marines we bought back home, or back on Jagala, were cheaper. So now we're selling them here. We're selling them here, and specifically we want to sell up until their deficit. The deficit is 200, so we can actually sell all these Marines. But we definitely don't want to sell above their deficit because we're just cutting our profits significantly. Oof. That 30% tariff. So really what we're going to look for in order to make a lot of currency is for missions from the bar that offer us things tax-free essentially. And we're gonna want to do a lot of explore missions and things like that. So I do want to make it over to Elfeld. Elfeld is 3 light years away. We gotta make it back to Corvus. This will take 4 days, so back to Corvus will take 8. So that round trip will take like 12 days. And today is the 8th. So we should get to Jingala by like the 20th, so we should be good. You want to deliver lobster to... Lobster. Okay. We do want to take this. We don't have the cargo space for it. Okay. So we will have the cargo space for it. Yeah. So we will buy this freighter for 24,000 credits. Okay. And then you have bounties for us. We're just a little too weak to take on bounties. Well, I mean, we could do this, but it's going to take a lot of fuel, so we'd have to drop off some ships. That's way too far out. We could also do this, but that's on the edge of the system. It's not profitable to do that. And we absolutely could not handle that. We're going to take the manageable target for 50,000. And we'll probably go out there with like 2 ships. Alright. So we will definitely accept this contract. That's insane. What are the odds? What are the odds that we would get offered an Atlas? That's nuts. Okay. So I wasn't expecting to get this until way later in the game. Yeah, let's just give it capacitors. That's awesome. Alright, and then because we're a merchant convoy, we don't really ever want to travel light. Like, we don't want to travel without something in our cargo. So what we could do is we can... There's nothing here purchased like in excess. There's nothing here produced in excess. So unfortunately, there's not really going to be anything that we can buy. We could pick up lobsters. Yeah. So we can pick up lobsters because that's unique to Volturn. No other place produces it. But you don't really want to purchase these things because they're not cheap. They're at market value. So let's just purchase lobsters then. We'll purchase 100 for now. And we'll go ahead and unload those when we get a chance. So let's head over to pool. head over to Thule, make that sale, and then head back over. That is a nice way to start the episode, or start the series. Go head up to Elfeld, which is up here. It's probably like here. Let's see if we're right. Yeah, we were close. Now we're gonna want to go ahead and sell those organics we've been holding on to. Get a nice little profit here. Confirm. And same thing. We are going to want to look for missions and other two things that we can take back to like another area. It's one of the missions. Anything for sale. We could be at a buffalo, but that's going to eat all of our supplies. So let's just go back to the market. And see what they have. So there's just shortages on this world. There's nothing produced for cheap. Yeah, we can't really get recreational drugs, so we don't have to worry about that. All right. So let's buy some fuel because we're getting late. And I think we're good on supplies. We are going to need crew. Nobody is excess crew right now, but they will once the month ticks over. So we'll wait. But we will need crew to pilot that eagle that's waiting for us. So we need to head over to... Where? Sorry. You need to head over to Nakara. So that we can... Oh, we need to head over to Yama so that we can sell those. First, though, we're going to stop at Oleandu so that we can sell our personal stock of lobsters. Then we're going to head over to... then we're going to head over to the target area. Yeah, Kamara Kingdom is just south. So we still should have time to get back to Jangalo before the end of the month. Let's go ahead and teleport. Now we have to be careful here because there are pathers around. But because we have our apogee, they should be less likely to bother us. Let's head over to... And we want to sell them our lobsters. Ugh. So these... So 349 down to 221 because of those tariffs. Very rough. But profit nonetheless. You don't really have any good shortages. Let's go ahead and look at what you have for sale. You have a monitor, which we kind of want. Can't really afford that. We're not going to want to do business with the pirates. And we're not going to want to do business with the pirates. So let's go ahead and head over to Yama / Nachikita. sell that off. Ooh, yikes. Let's head over to Jingala first and then head over to Nachiketo. We could also buy cheap fuel over here. Nice. And we get our first story point. Alright, we do have enough money to buy that eagle if it is still on offer. We didn't miss our opportunity. Jingala's up here, so we actually want to jump in here. Just save some time. It's at the wrong planet, but it's fine. We still get in before the end of the month. Oh, and that offer is gone. It would have been nice to get that eagle, because getting cruises is going to be difficult. That's fine, though. This gives us an opportunity to purchase more Marines. If we want to take that route. Don't necessarily think we do, though. We'll load up on organics. Buy about 1,000 organics. Just hold on to that. And then let's head over to Nachiketo where we can buy some cheap fuel. Then we can unload our first delivery contract. Gotta be careful here, because we are low on fuel. But since this is the only star system, anyway, even if we ran out of fuel, we would fall into this well. We got our first bit of pirate activity. So we will definitely fight those pirates. Just so we can take their weapons. But, cool. So we make our delivery, we get our 39K. And I think this is a good place to end the first episode. So, really excited to give this Let's Play a try. It is going to be slow to get enough money to get a colony going, but I think between like bounty, exploration, and doing bar missions, we should earn the credits that we need. Anyway, other than that, Grumpy out.